go ahead and come back and join with the Nosferatu
Okay.
and prepare for battle.
Roll Perception Alertness at difficulty 9. As you are heading back. Perception Alertness.
Do I really have to do that? Because I hadn't even left because I don't have any money. Unless you're just going to say I went and didn't realize I didn't have money.
Yeah, you realized once you are at the phones that you didn't actually have any coins. Nope, you do not see the coins. Someone
Dear God.
has conveniently spilled at one of the vendors. Apparently it's too dark to notice the glint of metal. Bronson is looking very sad, but alternately breaking into a grin as he remembers the sick shot he dealt that werewolf. I mean, he almost killed that thing in one shot. I mean, Jesus Christ, that would have been anticlimactic.
Yeah, but there's like two more coming at us, and then a third one is just wounded.
Yeah, but that one's gonna be out for like a
I'm back.
week as it heals.
Okay.
I mean,
Like I said, I don't know anything about werewolves.
indeed. I mean, yeah, you don't know. It might already be up and coming for you.
Yeah, we could just say that we didn't have a big werewolf threat where we came from before. So
You
it never
know,
came up.
yeah, a lot of people don't survive to tell about it. And you know, now that you think about it, these seem kind of runty. These might be the weak and young ones.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's still 3 dots of celerity along with aggravated damage. So, you get back, and you bring Archibald over to the car.
Does he got the car running yet?
He's just heading over there. He's looking like one ugly ass fucker.
I draw
So,
my pistol with the silver bullets in it. My revolver.
nope. He seems to be having trouble. As he gets the van running, you hear a click behind you, Bacon. Almost
Dear
like a gun
God.
There
being
was
cocked.
someone in the
You
What did you
hear...
say?
There is someone behind me in the van.
No, you're not in the van. You were just standing next to the door while Archibald was down there hotwiring it. You hear, "Freeze, motherfucker." Apparently there's a cop that has noticed your antics. Possibly someone called him while you were derping around from the windows above. Those people seem to be watching what's going on.
We don't have time for this. Just dominate him. Tell him to freeze.
There's
Yeah, we'll do that.
there seems to be a fat bitch of some description looking down on you. You know, like that kind of a middle-aged busybody that never leaves, anyone's business alone. She
Might be
seems
her van.
might be, but she seems to be very interested in what's happening. This is good gossip material. She's seeing, thugs being apprehended. And who knows where that cop's partner is. More police might be on the way. How do you wish to proceed?
I will try to dominate the cop and say freeze.
Okay. Uh, you're facing away from him right now. Do you want to turn around despite his command for you to freeze? He has a gun pointed at your head, I'll remind you.
Well, I can't just say raise my hands or something, or he
Yes.
will shoot.
Uh, yeah, you can. He will try to cuff you. He's meanwhile ordering for Archibald to slowly get out of the car and place your hands on the hood. Archibald throws a glance in your direction and, slowly moves to obey. It seems to be the kind of you're up glance.
Can I just quickly turn to the cop and say freeze?
Okay. Sure. As he's distracted by Archibald moving to cuff him, you snap around. He reacts and he's bringing his gun up. You have one chance to get your command off. So, make your roll at difficulty 5.
We're gonna die.
You just did
Domination 1 is what row?
manipulation intimidation. You just made a raid into the heart of enemy territory. Did you really think you were gonna get away that easily?
No.
That's right, bitch. That's right. The cop freezes in place. He seems to be shocked, so much so that he drops his gun. His mouth is just hanging open. You now have a potential minor masquerade breach on your hands.
Fuck it, I just go inside the car and try to run.
Okay. Okay. You drive the car back to the group and they start filtering in. As you glance back, you can see the woman leaning out of the window, trying to get a look at all of your faces. And, she's on the phone. You may
So
know.
we kill her or dominate her to forget everything?
We don't have time. We have a werewolf app. We have 2.
You hear another
Yeah,
howl.
we just run.
This one is clearly audible. They apparently
Let's just
haven't given up yet.
Get in the van and get out of here. Let's get in the van and get out of here. We'll deal with it later.
Okay. Whose name was the car on? Chloe's? Bronson's?
What?
The original car. Who was the official owner? Whose name was on the paperwork for it?
I didn't think there had to be a name on it. I thought we got it through a legal means.
Well, the clan arranged it, but they probably just arranged for Ghoul to buy it off of a dealership legally. 'Cause that's, a thing.
We'll put it on Bronson.
Okay, so it was on Bronson. Fair enough. Okay, so you take off towards the Prince's thing. In 2 cars that none of the locals recognize. Breaking all kinds of traffic rules, heading straight for the Camarilla's base of operations and heart of the city, guarded by untold legions of human servants, vampires and ghouls. Is that what you want to do?
We can go a little bit slower in this region.
Okay, you slow down. The howl is, it hasn't gotten much closer, but it does seem a bit closer. As you proceed towards the city, you are now en route. Is there anything you want to say to each other as you are huddled in the van?
Raffaello, you're gonna have to take care of that masquerade breach.
I know. We just kill her after everything ends.
I'll help you. We don't have to kill her. But I'm talking about the police officer.
So that's 2 cops
right.
that are gonna go on a mission of holy vengeance against the monsters that live in the night. Along with the nun.
Well, at least this one doesn't know where the Chantry is.
They start talking to each other on a forum about supernatural encounters.
Well, at least there are 2 different departments. The first one was from the computers thingy.
Yeah, the cybercrime thing. Well, you drive up to the prince's place. The werewolves seem to give up halfway through, as they do not desire to head particularly deep into Camarilla territory, especially since one of their brothers got badly gored by a sudden silver bullet. So, we may now move to the prince's high-rise. How do you wish to proceed?
I'll take the lead.
Okay, where do you go? Do you try to
I'll
come?
explain.
There seem to be some of the secret security mercenaries around. You don't see any of the ghouls you've seen as part of the prince's administration or the secretary around.
Is there a phone in? Are we in the office right now?
No, you are in the lobby.
That's what I'm talking about, like the secretary's room, the secretary's lobby place.
No, just downstairs, first floor. You still have to get up there. Looks like there's a new guy at the front desk. How do you proceed by getting it to get admittance?
Let's do some Jedi stuff. I have to see the prince.
You just say that?
No, I'm gonna say I have to see Mr. Slickert.
Seekert. It's a German last.
Seekert?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can barely see the lettering.
Yeah, that's fine. And yeah, she just blows a bubble with her bubble gum, looks you up and down and says, "Get the fuck out of here, bum."
I am actually, I would like for you to call up to Mr. Seekert and tell him that it is urgent that, Mr. Wormwood would like to speak with him.
Uh-huh. And shall I call the White House while I'm at it?
Listen, miss,
She pulls out
you don't...
$5 and hands them to you. Just get out of here, okay?
I'm gonna throw the $5 back in her face and say, listen, you don't want to mess with me, okay? I'm very important.
She pushes a button under the desk. This security move up. They are gonna bend you over the table. Do you let them?
No.
Okay. I rolled X
Are we in
athletics to
combat?
dodge. No.
What athletics?
Dexterity athletics to see if you can dodge the immortals manhandling you.
I'm still buffed, right?
Did you buff at the park? I think you did. The stuff from the... Yeah, sure. It hasn't been that long a drive. Sure, you're still buffed.
What difficulty?
6. Say you have to negate... You know, fine. They're not expecting you to really resist. So, sure. You manage to twist out of their grasp. Their hands go to their guns. Sir?
I raise my hands.
Sir,
I raise my hands.
I think I'm gonna need you to go.
Listen. I just need for her to call the prince. It is urgent. I mean, not the prince. I need to call Mr.
Nope.
Seekert.
You already said it. You said the prince.
Heard.
They
Good work.
They lean over and whisper to each other. Their hands go off the butts of their guns. They are suddenly all smiles. They say, "The prince's business associates are always welcome here, of course. We'll take you to the meeting room then." And they take you to the council room. You may now place yourselves in there. Do you take the whole group, like everyone? Nosferatu and all?
I don't think so.
I mean, most of them can cloak them. I mean, they can all go invisibly. I suppose. Well, maybe not the wounded ones, but someone like Craig or Archibald could certainly go with you.
Let's take Craig and Archibald, as long as they stay obfuscated.
Okay. They wear human faces until they're inside. No, the council room, Bacon, to the right. That's where you'll be moving. No. Yep, there. So, that you bring yourselves. Do you bring any of your other servants and allies? Igor? Any of the corpses? Bronson?
No.
Gianna?
No.
Gianna?
It'll just be us.
Gianna wants to come, actually.
Well, Gianna can come.
She probably needs every opportunity to earn points with those in power. Okay. It's close to the morning. The prince usually likes to handle his business towards the early part of the night. So you see Shannon walk in, the newly baked vampire. She says as she sees the Nosferatu, who have dropped their masks at this point. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yes, well, we had quite an interesting night, and we feel like it needs to be reported. Our phones got wet, and we were unable to contact anyone.
Uh-huh. You're gonna need to explain this to me. The prince is busy conducting a raid against the Sabbat, so he's out of touch right now, and I'm left to mind the base while the boys are out playing.
We had to flee from 3 werewolves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And we were ambushed by Sabbat agents at our car. We went on a mission for the prince to investigate what had happened with the Sabbat. I mean, not the Sabbat, with the Nosferatu. And we took care of a couple of quite a few Sabbat agents. Well, we brought them with us, actually.
Huh. So you have prisoners then?
Out of character, don't we? Didn't we throw them in the back of the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yes, we do.
Yeah, someone managed to pop open the trunk of the car and they floated to the top of the lake, and you then fished them out.
Yes, we do. And of course, there are other matters to discuss with the prince.
Okay. She turns to Gianna. So, you finally managed to get a, she air quotes this, real mission, did you? Well, sombra fucker. Gianna just sneers at her. She clearly thinks the secretary is a piece of neonate trash, just a fledgling that's been a vampire for less than a couple of weeks, and, well, fuck her in general. Would you like to interfere in this brewing catfight?
That's their business.
Okay. You know, they stare at each other, exchange a few words, and it ends suddenly with the secretary using Dominate 1 with the simple word heal. What was Gianna's willpower? I don't recall. I think it wasn't that big. Gianna just is sort of tempted for a moment to go to her knees, but she shakes it off and just smirks smugly at the secretary. I will, using my own authority, arrange for some blood to be sent to you. And you
Thank
can
you.
stay here. It's nearly morning. The prince should be back tomorrow night, and you can report to him then. But don't go anywhere. I'm sure he'll want to talk to you.
We have brought a few other uh, kindred with us on our journey here.
How many?
Well, I didn't have enough time to count. Quite a few Nosferatu.
I
Clifford's with us. Not all of them are with us, are they?
no. Clifford's with the
How many
wounded.
were?
You
There are a
have,
few.
I think it's
Go
more
ahead.
than a dozen kindred in total. You have quite a large group, actually.
About 20, maybe 30. Well, as I said, we had two carfuls. We didn't have time. We had to flee quickly.
20? I mean, there's 7 Nosferatu counting Clifford. I don't think there's 20, but let's just say that a little more than a dozen.
Oh, I thought you said a couple of dozen.
I might have. If that's the case, I derped.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I didn't catch you in it. Also, we have a couple of uh, Gould creatures, one of which used to be a human that I would like to have kept safe, as he could be quite the nuisance if mortal eyes actually are cast upon him.
okay, I'll arrange for you to come in through the business entrance. I mean, there's a special elevator. Just bring your cars into the underground garage, and I'll make sure you are unobserved as you come in. She walks out, and I assume you go and arrange for your people to be brought in.
Yeah.
So, it's nearly morning. You are in the Princess High Rise in the secure rooms. Okay, and Bacon will apparently be right back. But yeah, you have say an hour before dawn, and essentially, if you want to talk with anyone in the group before meeting the prince the next night, if you want blood or anything, it's like you can call upon the prince's hospitality right now if you have any pressing needs.
Well, I think we would all want a refill on blood.
Okay, how much do you want to ask for? It's like ask the ghoul if you need anything within reason, kind of a thing.
Ooh, well, I myself need at least 3 to bring myself up to 10. I like to be at least 10. I don't know how much everyone else needs.
Uh, sh
Probably.
sure, you
What
can
would you
ask
say?
for that. Yeah, it's
I'm
fine.
back.
Uh, yeah, you have an hour before dawn. There are servants here. You can ask for blood. You can ask for a box of cigars. You can ask for anything, and you will be meeting the prince the next night. You have a hour or so before the sun comes up, while you can just relax, talk to someone, or just spend the time alone, examining the loot, perhaps, crap like that.
I just need 3 blood to fill me.
Okay, so each of you takes 3 blood, and the rest, well, handle things on their own, I
I'd
assume.
like to take the rest of the time I have before I go to sleep trying to dry off the books I have on werewolf detection. I forgot the name of it. Recognition of lupine threats or something.
Scent of the lupines passing, I think it was.
Okay.
So, sure, you take care of the books. You actually get a chance to look at the book that Gianna gave you, and it appears to be another level 2 ritual. This one is titled Recure of the Homeland, which allows you to heal aggravated damage much faster.
Ooh.
But it
I'm
should,
gonna let that dry out too.
yeah, but you do need dirt from the place of your birth, like the same city at least, like say 5 mile radius kind of a place.
Place of my birth or the place where I was sired?
The place of your birth.
Ooh, we're far away from. I think I said it was from Brooklyn.
Well,
You are far away from the place of your birth. I was born in Italy, man.
the
Well, yeah. True, yeah, very true.
the mileage of the ritual may of course vary depending on where you were born. Um, I suppose there's some sort of common room. Gianna wants just will be hang around there, and if either one of you is there, she will be willing to come up to you and talk before the daylight comes up.
Okay, if Jenna wants to talk, I'll talk.
As you are aiming a blow dryer at the books.
Of course.
So, some adventure, huh?
More adventure than I wanted.
You know, I used to think it was complete bullshit when my sire told me I wasn't ready for serious crap. You know, I'm not so sure. Well, I'm not so sure that she was, or he rather, was wrong after tonight.
This wasn't even the worst fight I've been in, but, you know, it's always terrifying.
Then again, those fucking Malkavians, right? I heard Bronson mutter something about Borat. Instantly,
It wasn't him.
one of the buddies you have is in fact Borat, as Bronson informs you as he comes up. Apparently, those fuckers ambushed him and staked him, which is why they assumed you would be okay with him being there, since he was supposed to be there. Apparently.
Wait, one of our prisoners is Borat?
Apparently, the caitiff staked him and stuffed him in the back of your car, which is what Clifford saw when you told him to look in the car, which started
Ooh.
combat.
Ooh, see, because that all happened so quickly before I even had a chance to realize what was.
Yeah. Yeah, hence the double take.
Yeah, the Nosferatu, the Malkavians, they can be an interesting clan, to say the least.
As
I'm
Bronson tells you about this, Jana just wait. I need to go. She starts head off, clearly
wait,
intending
wait,
foul play.
wait.
She looks
They're
at you
obviously,
guiltily. Listen,
obviously they can't do anything to you and the princes and the
no.
princes.
Let me whisper into your ear. Just a few drops in the right place. No one needs to know, you know. Hmm? Shh.
Do not.
Shh. Nobody needs to know, okay? Help me with this, and I'll be forever in your debt. Okay? This will go
No.
a long way towards. Just
Meanwhile, Shannon's still standing right there.
no,
Just,
she's long since gone. It's just you girls in there.
just us gals.
Listen, once before the prince gets here tomorrow night, she slaps her hands together. I'm practically there, okay? It's so easy.
Absolutely not. Listen, this is gonna be quite, this is gonna take some doing.
Listen, all I need to do then is dominate him once, and I'm there. Shit, I know I
And that
can
would,
dominate him. He's vulnerable to me. Just
it's not gonna help your situation out.
nobody needs to know.
We'll know.
Yeah,
And also, you forget you're acting out of desperation, but we are in a highly secured building. It's likely that you will be surveillance under surveillance here. There's no way you're going to get away with this.
apparently Bacon happily managed to crash. Uh, no, 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 no. They keep the ambassadors in these rooms. There's no bugs here. I know this for a fact, okay? It's cool.
What are the Nosferatu up there watching?
Uh, they seem to be out of earshot and you are speaking very quietly. They seem curious looking in your direction, seeing that you're muttering something, clearly scheming, but they don't give a fuck. And, you know, Malkavians are competition for the spying business. They wouldn't really care if you fuck them up.
We wait on Bacon to see what he thinks.
You know, I'm not necessarily expecting this to succeed, but I'm being true to her character. She's the kind of gal that would probably try this shit, given her past history of derps. She's opportunistic
It,
like that.
Listen, I do not think this is going to go over well at all. You think this is going to work in your favor? It sounds like a good plan to you right now, but trust me, this is.
He can
If you fail
speak.
at this, this is going to make your situation a lot harder, and it's going to make it a lot harder for us to help you. We're probably going to have to leverage some deal with the Malkavians to leave you alone. I mean, we're kind of taking them on too. They're probably ticked off at us for helping you.
You'll recall that I had you make a perception awareness roll in the gas station at one point against a
Yeah.
shitload of dice. That was Borat following you. You would have seen him if you had succeeded at that.
In any case,
Okay,
I
fine.
think saving Borat. I think saving Borat will go a long way towards legitimizing our aid towards you.
Okay, fine. I'll follow your lead. I'm just saying it seems like a opportunity we wouldn't want to waste necessarily. Who knows when we'll have that chief little spy in our grasp like this again.
Possibly, but
Okay,
I can't allow it.
I don't know, should we go in and stake him then? Just so that nobody else gets ideas? I
Like
mean,
who? Borat?
yeah, I mean, if we thought of this or I thought of this, someone else must have as well.
Is Borat staked in the back of the? Was he brought in staked?
Yeah,
We
you,
removed the stake.
I mean, you can go and do it now, but no, you haven't yet. You're essentially the Tremere and Nosferatu party as far as the ghouls are concerned. You're in charge here. If they're prisoners, they're prisoners. The prince will sort through it.
Let's unstake Borat.
Okay, do you drag him in the common room or do you just like...
Drag him into the common room, yeah.
What about Igor? He has just been locked in his room so far.
Just leave him in there.
No food, no blood, no nothing, just wounded and hurt. Okay, that's Bacon coming online. I assume it's some sort
So
of
is,
power
is
shortage.
Borat awake?
Uh, let's wait and see what Bacon says about it. Hey Bacon. Power
Hi.
shortage? Forced restart?
No, just Ethernet connection dropped.
Ah, yeah, that happens. So Gianna was talking about bloodbinding Borat at least 2 steps tonight and tomorrow while he was still staked and then unstaking him. Unless you wish to support this idea, Malik has more or less talked her into dropping it and just unstaking the fucker. Apparently, Borat was in
What
the back.
Borat?
Apparently, Borat had
Oh,
followed you, and he was in the back of the car, staked. The caitiff that ambushed Malik and some of the NPCs at the car when you came up from the sewers, apparently they had found Borat there already and stuffed him in the back of the car, staked. Last session, you'll recall that Malik made a perception awareness roll in the gas station, and that was Borat following you, which you failed to detect. So he has been tracking you all along, and he got staked for his troubles. Janet thought that you could, or that she could bloodbind him, while he was nice and helpless.
What are your thoughts?
well, would be better if we bloodbound him, not her.
I don't wanna get on the Malkavian shit list. Would he know that he was bloodbound?
Once he
Yeah,
was
true.
fully bloodbound, yeah. I mean, he might be willing enough to go along. Then again, he might have enough willpower to resist long enough to tell someone what was going on.
Let him be alone.
So, you're waking him up, I take it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you unstake Borat. He wakes up with a gasp after you drag him into the command room. He looks confused at Gianna. She's just standing there with an unhappy expression on her face, arms crossed. Faint tendrils of shadow playing over her body as she unconsciously summons her powers, ready to defend herself.
Hello, Borat.
Malik, how did your mission go?
Oh, what mission would that be?
You know.
Oh, I do know. And apparently you know as well.
So how did it go? Roll perception empathy. Well, it would be 2 since -2, but roll perception empathy.
Difficulty 6.
Yep. Contested roll. He's bullshitting you. He has no idea what the mission was.
Oh, Borat.
What?
You have no clue what was happening, do you?
Let's see what... How low did I have him? Very low. He got badly slammed. Let's say he heals up some. To -1 range. Well, there's no reason why you can't tell me.
And there's no
Strange.
reason why you can't ask nicely.
Well, it is strange, these Tremere which nobody really trusts heading right into Sabbat territory. With that
Indeed.
La Sombra no less. You know, last I checked, La Sombra were a Sabbat clan.
Yes, but she's an anti-tribute.
But blood always tells, huh?
Listen, Borat, we saved you. We would like to know what happened.
Well, I was just leaning against the hood of your wonderful car, and then these fuckers walk up, and I just take a good look at them, and lo and behold, one of those fuckers throws a stake at my heart with his mind. Fucker.
Do you have any idea who they were working for?
Duh.
We can assume. We can assume.
I've seen these two shits around town. they used to live here. Katie fuckers. Nobody really paid them much attention. They were kind of, I mean, they've been here for a while, like decades. And 2 years back, they just vanished. Left for parts unknown.
Ah, yes. Well, when I arrived at my car after a very sensitive mission, you were right. Um, I was met by you, actually, or somebody wearing your face. How does that make you feel?
He gives you a very disingenuous smile. I would like to pay respects to my dear enemy.
What is that even supposed to mean out of character?
Let me at him, let me at him.
Oh, well, we'll sort through that tomorrow evening when when we can report to the prince.
He shows
Uh,
you. Nobody is allowed to wear this face. He points at his face. Nobody. Do you understand? Nobody.
well, I
Except me.
understand. I understand. And I think we can make a case for the prince tomorrow
Do
to
you
allow
see
you
this
to.
stash? Nobody can be allowed to have glory like this, other than me. Do you
Let's take
understand?
a seat, Borat. Yes, I understand. Let's take a seat, Borat. Let's talk.
Why do I even bother? Why do I expect non-Malkavians to understand? He grumbles as he
Okay.
chills. He actually rings up a ghoul and asks for some blood bags so that he can finish healing up. And he sucks down 5 of them in order to
Listen, Borat, I like to think that you are a pretty well connected Malkavian and a pretty good asset for your clan.
I know how this goes. This is where the "you owe us, we own you" speech comes in, yes? Borat has played this game before. What do you want?
Oh, you don't owe me anything, but I would hope that you would at least listen. I'm trying to broker a deal and figuring out how could I help smooth things over between you and Gianna here.
He
Just your suggestion.
looks
Just your suggestion.
at the both of you. Listen, it's Kennedy drive someone crazy, we drive them crazy. It's up to the boss. And the boss says she made the cook or the chef very unhappy. The chef makes us a lot of money. You understand my predicament.
I do indeed.
When the
We
chef
do.
is unhappy, the yield for the spice goes down. When the spice doesn't flow, we don't earn money. You see how this fits together, yes?
Indeed. But mistakes do get made. And I can't believe that Kennedy or your clan are
He
not beyond some reason here.
he just shrugs, looks at Gianna kind of like, tough luck. Examples need to be made. The chef needs to be made happy. Bacon's Raffaello meanwhile is looking on, trying to look intimidating. If
I would
you
like to be. I would like to make it a point to say that Gianna had a hand in helping to retrieve you. So,
funny, since you know how staking works, yes?
yes.
Unless you slip into torpor due to being staked for a prolonged period, you retain your senses. I didn't
Oh, I'm
hear her
aware.
voice until afterwards. I remember hearing
Yes.
you, I remember hearing your child, that Nosferatu fucker from out of town. I don't remember hearing her.
Well, she was a vital part of the mission. We wouldn't have survived to help you if not for her.
And with all that firepower, especially with that muscle monstrosity you embraced, you couldn't
Would you like
possibly
to know
have...
what we did tonight?
He leans forward, almost eager.
Oh, I'm not giving away the information for free.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll just tease you with it. I have no cause to give you any information, especially if you're not giving me anything in return.
Well, it's not up to me as far as the blonde reflectionless bitch is concerned, but
Hey now, hey now, hey
but
now.
certainly I can talk to you.
What about I'm just asking for suggestions. What does Kennedy want? What do you believe that she would want in exchange?
She? Listen, buddy. You
My mistake. My
don't
mistake.
talk about the camouflage. Personally, it doesn't bother me. But if you interfere Kennedy's camouflage and the voices get to Kennedy, we will all be very unhappy. Kennedy told us the camouflage needs to be intact. Nobody can even talk about it. So don't talk about it.
Indeed. Indeed.
Oh,
My slip up in pronoun usage.
he just nods. Glad that you understand. Leans back over to, just his seat.
What do you believe that they would want?
Well, Kennedy wants to keep the chef happy. Business is good. The blood flows, the spice flows. All is good. When silly little Sombra aren't breaking labs. Kennedy wants business to be business. You know
And,
how it
and I
is.
understand. We have our own business ventures, but what can Clan Tremere do to make the Malkavians happy?
Well, our output has gone down, since we can no longer take diseased blood in payment for the spice from the junkies, and most of them are carrying various things at this point. We used to have a group of your clan helping out with that, but business has been slow on that part lately.
I've been quite happy to help.
Well, 20 bags of old stock that we happen to have on hand is... Well,
I've only been asked. I've only been asked once.
well, I suppose if it were possible to, well, there used to be several Tremere ghouls involved with the thing, doing regular work for their masters. There, since it's easy work that even mortals can handle apparently with proper training. Not that I'm familiar with the skills of your clan in great detail. Well, if we could have a steady workforce on that area, I believe that would make Kennedy happy. I can't guarantee any deal, but, well, if Kennedy was to be made happy, I suppose they could be convinced to forget certain unhappiness with a certain La Sombra. If they were made happy enough.
Well, thank you, Barat, for telling me forthright there, being very forthright with me here on this matter. Definitely, we can talk to Kennedy about this and see how we can smooth things over.
I will arrange a meeting and recommend this course of action, but at that I will consider my debt to you repaid. Is that acceptable to you?
Oh, yes, I believe so.
Excellent, excellent. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I think the sun is coming up. He heads to his room.
Sweet dreams, Borat.
He snaps back at you, nostrils flaring. If you are Malkavian, I would take that as a threat, and he walks out. Maybe it's something they say to the people they fuck with.
I have a feeling that that's what it was. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, oh, that might not be a good thing to say.
Please make me a willpower roll. I think it's difficulty 7 or difficulty 8. How many rolls have you made for the gangrel? 2 or 1?
1.
Okay, so it's difficulty 7. Let's see if you manifest any side effects.
Lasting side effects.
Okay. So, 1, the 3, 1 will be a mindfuck, 2 will be some aggravated damage as the soul just rages against you, and 3 will be some temporary weakness, possibly dealing with the clan specific bullshit that the particular clan has.
Do I writhe with pain as this happens?
Well, roll 1d3 to see what actually happens first. Because we need to know, I mean, you still have some aggravated damage, right? This
Yeah.
could really fuck you up.
Ooh.
So 1 I said was a mindfuck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll self-control for me.
What's self-control again?
It's a virtue. Self-control, one of the 3 special things. Let's say difficulty 8, since this is a thing. As some sort of an attack from the soul you're trying to digest slips through your mental defenses. And yeah, you might on occasion have to roll self-control as various mental fucks. Okay, so you get 1 success. You hear vague screaming, almost as if someone or perhaps 2 people are howling into your mind in indescribable agony, but it's fading in and out, and it's not bad enough that you collapse to your knees or anything. It's something you can block out and ignore, but it's certainly distracting and vaguely disturbing as you're just filled with these mental screams. Did you wish to talk to Nosferatu, Bacon?
No, I was just sitting in the prince's throne.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, sure, there's a central seat, but this isn't like the main chamber. We're just using this as a placeholder. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video and start the next one, and we are gonna continue with the next night. So you may, in the meantime, dig down a pond of blood.